Have you ever wished you could wake up every morning with a deep sense of purpose, unshaken by setbacks, and completely focused on what really matters? Imagine feeling calm and in control, even when the world around you seems to be spiraling into chaos. Sounds impossible, right? But that's exactly how one of the greatest leaders in history lived his life. And here's the kicker: he wasn't born with this ability. It was something he practiced every single day. I'm talking about Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, whose writings have survived for thousands of years. But these aren't just dusty old ideas. They're practical, powerful lessons that can help you master your emotions, stay disciplined, and turn challenges into stepping stones for success. Today, we're going to uncover how Marcus Aurelius's timeless wisdom can help you thrive in a world full of distractions and uncertainty. Life today is chaotic, isn't it? Endless distractions pull us in every direction. Stress creeps in at every turn, and the constant pressure to perform can make it feel like you're running on a treadmill that never stops. It's overwhelming, exhausting, and at times it feels impossible to catch your breath. We scroll through social media, bombarded by curated lives that make us question our own, and deal with a never-ending to-do list that grows faster than we can check things off. It's easy to feel like we're just barely surviving, trapped in a loop of reacting instead of truly living. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be this way? You don't have to let the chaos control you. What if you could wake up every day feeling grounded, with a clear sense of purpose and unshakable calm, no matter what's happening around you? That might sound like a dream, but for Marcus Aurelius, it was a reality he worked to create every single day. Marcus Aurelius faced trials most of us can only imagine: wars, betrayals, plagues, and the constant weight of being the leader of one of the greatest empires in history. Yet he wasn't just a ruler. He was a thinker, a writer, and a Stoic philosopher. Through all the storms he faced, he managed to remain calm, focused, and principled. His secret? The timeless wisdom of Stoicism. But here's the thing: Stoicism isn't about shutting off your emotions or gritting your teeth through life's pain. It's not some cold, rigid philosophy. It's about cultivating a mindset that allows you to see through the chaos, to find clarity in the midst of the noise, and to focus your energy on what truly matters. It's about turning life's challenges into opportunities for growth, transforming setbacks into stepping stones, and living with intention rather than reaction. And the best part? These aren't abstract ideas. They're skills you can start developing right now. Stoicism gives us tools, practical, actionable tools that you can use to stop just surviving and start thriving. So if you're ready to take control of your life, to face its storms with courage and composure, and to find strength in the very things that challenge you, stay with me. Let's explore how Marcus Aurelius's powerful teachings can become the foundation of a life filled with purpose, resilience, and peace. Number 1. Finding purpose, the anchor for self-discipline. Marcus Aurelius believed that self-discipline isn't just a matter of willpower. It's rooted in a clear sense of purpose. Without purpose, even the strongest resolve falters. But when you have a deep understanding of what truly drives you, discipline becomes second nature. You don't have to force yourself to stay focused because your actions are aligned with something that deeply matters to you. But let's face it, in today's world, finding purpose can feel overwhelming. We're constantly bombarded by 1,000 voices telling us what we should do, whether it's pursuing a high-paying career, traveling the world, or achieving the next big milestone. Marcus Aurelius would tell us to silence that noise and look inward. Purpose isn't about checking off societal expectations. It's about discovering what resonates with your values, what brings you fulfillment, and what allows you to contribute to the greater good. Marcus often spoke about living in agreement with nature. In Stoicism, this doesn't mean literally going out and hugging trees. It means understanding your role in the larger fabric of life and acting in harmony with your virtues. For Marcus, purpose wasn't some lofty ideal. It was his guiding star, helping him navigate even the most difficult days. Think about this. What gets you out of bed in the morning? What makes you feel alive and connected? If you're unsure, that's okay. Purpose isn't something you find overnight. It's uncovered by paying attention to what lights a fire inside you and what challenges you feel compelled to solve. Purpose doesn't have to be grandiose either. It could be as simple as raising your children with love, excelling in your craft, or bringing kindness to your community. Marcus Aurelius believed that purpose isn't just a concept, it's a daily practice. Every morning he would ask himself, what am I meant to do today? And every night he would reflect, did I live true to my purpose? This wasn't just about holding himself accountable. It was about continually realigning his actions with his values. Imagine how transformative this habit could be for you. By asking these questions daily, you not only build self-discipline, but also create a life filled with meaning and intention. Hence, finding purpose isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. It's about cutting through distractions and living a life that feels authentic and aligned. Over time, this practice doesn't just help you stay disciplined, it gives your life clarity and depth, allowing you to thrive even in challenging moments. Number 2, counting on yourself, the foundation of resilience. Count on yourself. These 3 simple words hold a profound truth. Marcus Aurelius believed that true resilience begins with personal accountability. He understood that relying solely on external circumstances or other people for stability is a recipe for disappointment. Instead, he championed the idea that strength comes from within, a truth that is just as relevant today as it was in ancient Rome. In modern life, it's easy to look outward for validation or solutions. When things go wrong, we often blame the situation, other people, or bad luck. Marcus would say this approach is futile. The only thing we truly control is how we respond. He believed that by taking full responsibility for our actions, emotions, and decisions, we unlock our inner resilience. Now, this doesn't mean isolating yourself or rejecting support. Marcus Aurelius wasn't advocating for loneliness. He was advocating for independence. Think about it. When you rely too much on others for your happiness or success, you give away your power. But when you learn to trust yourself and take charge of your choices, you build a foundation of strength that no one can take from you. Imagine you're facing a setback, a failed project, a difficult conversation, or a personal struggle. It's tempting to point fingers or wallow in self-pity. Marcus's approach would be to stop and ask, what is within my control here? He reminds us that while we can't change what happens to us, we can always change how we react. That's where your power lies. In today's hyper-connected world, opinions and advice are everywhere. Social media, friends, colleagues, all offering different perspectives. While some guidance is valuable, Stoicism teaches us to tune out the noise and trust our inner compass. Marcus called this a listening to reason and virtue. When you filter your decisions through your values rather than the whims of others, you make choices that align with your authentic self. But self-reliance isn't something that happens overnight. It's a skill you build over time through small, intentional actions. Start with something simple. Set a personal goal and work toward it without external validation. Maybe it's learning a new skill, exercising daily, or tackling a fear you've been avoiding. Each time you follow through, you prove to yourself that you're capable. And with each step, you grow stronger, more confident, and more resilient. Marcus Aurelius believed that counting on yourself wasn't just empowering, it was liberating. It frees you from the need to control external circumstances and allows you to focus on what truly matters: your growth, your character, and your ability to navigate life's challenges with strength and grace. By practicing self-reliance, you'll not only handle adversity better, but also build a life that's rooted in your own values and vision. Number 3, showing up, the quiet power of consistency. You've probably heard the phrase, success is a marathon, not a sprint. But how often do we truly embrace it? Marcus Aurelius understood that greatness isn't born out of one grand moment, but forged in the small, repetitive actions we take every single day. Consistency, he believed, is where the true magic happens. And this isn't about perfection, it's about showing up, even when you don't feel like it, and doing the work. Imagine this: you set a goal to write a book. It feels overwhelming at first. 100,000 words seem impossible. But what if you committed to writing just 200 words a day? In a year, you'd have a complete manuscript. That's the power of showing up. Marcus called this a living in accordance with nature, which meant fulfilling your role with discipline and focus, no matter how big or small the task. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to lose steam. We're inspired one day and distracted the next. But Stoicism teaches us the value of persistence over intensity. The best workout is the one you do consistently, not the one you go all out on once a month. The best relationship is the one you nurture daily, not with grand gestures, but with steady care and attention. Every small, consistent action builds momentum. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself to focus on the present and the task at hand. He understood that it's not yesterday's failures or tomorrow's worries that matter. It's what you do today. This is the key to turning your routine into a ritual, transforming small efforts into monumental progress. So how can you start? Begin by defining what showing up looks like for you. It could be as simple as spending 10 minutes journaling, taking a daily walk, or dedicating time to a loved one. What matters isn't the scale of the effort, but the regularity. Each day you show up, you're building a foundation of discipline and resilience. Over time, these small, consistent actions create big results, proving that success isn't about what you do occasionally, it's about what you do consistently. Number 4, embracing discomfort, building true strength. In a society obsessed with comfort, Marcus Aurelius would probably stand out as a bit of a rebel. He believed that seeking out discomfort voluntarily wasn't just a character-building exercise, it was essential preparation for the inevitable challenges of life. Why? Because when you train your mind and body to handle discomfort, you become unshaken when life forces it upon you. Think about it. How often do we avoid things simply because they're hard? Skipping that workout, putting off the difficult conversation, or staying in a job that's unfulfilling because change feels daunting. Marcus would challenge us to lean into those moments. He'd say, if you can handle a little discomfort now, you'll build the resilience to face greater challenges later. This doesn't mean putting yourself through unnecessary suffering. It's about intentional hardship, choosing to take the stairs instead of the elevator, skipping a meal to appreciate the abundance you normally have, or spending a day without your phone to reconnect with the present moment. These small acts of discomfort teach you two important things. First, you realize how much you can endure. And second, you gain a deeper appreciation for the comforts you do have. By embracing discomfort, you also strengthen your mental fortitude. Life won't always be easy. There will be unexpected losses, setbacks, and difficulties. Voluntary discomfort is like a fire drill for the soul. It prepares you to stay calm and composed when the real challenges hit. Marcus Aurelius lived by this philosophy, choosing to lead a disciplined life even as an emperor surrounded by luxury. His example reminds us that growth happens not when things are easy, but when we're willing to stretch ourselves. Start small. Skip your morning coffee one day, or challenge yourself to wake up an hour earlier. These simple practices may seem trivial, but they build the mental muscle needed to handle life's bigger storms with grace and strength. Number 5, the dichotomy of control, letting go of what you can't change. How much of your energy do you waste on things you can't control? The weather, other people's opinions, the traffic jam that's making you late. These are things that frustrate us daily. But Marcus Aurelius, along with the Stoic philosophers, offers a simple yet profound solution. Focus on what you can control and let go of the rest. This idea, known as the dichotomy of control, is one of the cornerstones of Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius practiced this principle relentlessly. He believed that fretting over external events was not only unproductive but harmful. Why? Because it takes your attention away from the one thing you can control, your own thoughts, actions, and responses. Imagine you're running late for an important meeting, and the traffic is bumper to bumper. You can't control the cars ahead of you, but you can control how you react. Instead of fuming in frustration, you can choose to use that time to breathe, reflect, or prepare mentally for your meeting. It's not easy, but Stoicism teaches us that peace of mind comes from letting go of the uncontrollable and focusing on our own efforts. The dichotomy of control also helps us set healthier goals. Instead of tying your happiness to external outcomes, like getting a promotion or winning an argument, you shift your focus to the process. Did you prepare for that interview to the best of your ability? Did you speak your truth calmly and clearly? If the answer is yes, you've succeeded, regardless of the outcome. This mindset frees you from the constant need for validation and allows you to find satisfaction in your own efforts. Incorporating this practice into your daily life requires mindfulness. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself, is this within my control? If it is, focus your energy on addressing it. If it isn't, remind yourself to let it go. This simple shift can transform how you navigate life's uncertainties, helping you stay calm, centered, and focused on what truly matters. Conclusion. Marcus Aurelius didn't write his meditations for us. He wrote them for himself, as reminders to stay true to his principles. And yet his words have endured for centuries because they speak to something universal, our shared struggle to find meaning, purpose, and peace in a chaotic world. The beauty of Stoicism is that it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Every day is a chance to learn, grow, and become a little more aligned with the person you want to be. Whether you're finding your purpose, building self-reliance, showing up daily, embracing discomfort, or practicing the dichotomy of control, these principles offer a roadmap to a more fulfilling and resilient life. But like any practice, the key is to start small. Choose one idea from today and apply it. Maybe it's journaling about your purpose, committing to a daily habit, or simply letting go of something outside your control. Over time, these small steps will add up, transforming not just how you live, but how you feel about life. Remember, Stoicism isn't about enduring life. It's about thriving in it. If this resonates with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep this journey going together, exploring the wisdom of the Stoics and applying it to the challenges of modern life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.